Deep beneath the Frostback Mountains sits Orzammar, largest and proudest of the two remaining Dwarven cities. Once the seat of an underground empire, Orzammar now stands alone, cut off from the world by the Darkspawn, still clinging to the memory of its former glory. Below the vast statues and gilded halls where the noble families play at politics, the lower castes live in their shadows, scurrying to serve like their ancestors before them. Below that is you. You are casteless, the dirty secret staining Orzammar's perfect society, forced, along with your sister, to sell your services to the crime lord Barat. To the rest of Orzammar, you are proof that the casteless deserve their fate. But you know you do what you have to, the same as everyone, just to survive.
I can't keep gambling on you forever, Precious. You've got a sweet look, something to light a man on fire. But you gotta make it count.
Please, Barat. I don't want to do this in front of my sister.
Why not? She knows the slope of the land, don't you, girl? You told me a lot of things, not one of which meant more than a fart in the middens. Before me, your sister was just another duster. Now check her out. Braids down to here, gold-capped teeth. She can recite elf poetry and play the string harp. Every man's dream. All she's got to do is find a lord, squeeze out some kid who looks like him, and we're all living the easy life in the Diamond Quarter.
Please, don't get involved. You know that never goes well.
I'll treat her however I like, as long as you both eat off my plate. You keep your head down and say aye to any job I decide is low enough for scum like you. In return, I put out coins so you can doll yourself up and get a belly full of some nobleman's brats. Then you both go free, and I get to join the family and be called my lord for the rest of the little prince's life. Unless I start seeing results, we're going to renegotiate. I'm giving you another week, Precious. If you haven't found a patron, you're back to sweeping streets.
But I have. I've met someone. That is, I didn't want to promise, but he seemed interested.
Everyone needs me. Because everyone has things they want, and my Carter, we're the ones who provide. Until you can do that, you're nothing but some whore's little sister. So shut up and do as you're told. Good guess. Your buddy Lesky's waiting outside. He knows what I'll need from you today. Don't even think about bungling this job. Your whole family's on loose sand with me right now. And I know you don't have anywhere else to turn.
I'm sorry you had to see that. I've always tried, though. At least I've kept you from buying your future with what's between your legs. I should have told you. Barat's been warning me ever since two of his other girls found patrons at Lord Harrowmont's reception. They've been getting gifts already. Lord Rooston gave Elsie a surface silk gown and she's not even pregnant. Barat's getting impatient. You know the other options. Cleaning middens, begging, going to the surface. No. Unless you find a way to save us all from Darkspawn and become a paragon. We're pretty much on Barat's leash for life. It's sheer folly. One more way the nobles protect their status. They say casteless soldiers are more danger to each other than to Darkspawn. That it's an insult to the smith to let us touch a fine-made weapon. Truly, they just don't wish to insult the warrior caste by showing that given the same opportunities, we could lead an army just as well. I have little love for the nobles, but they know, more than we ever will, what the Darkspawn have taken from our kind. Every noble I've met has had a brother or a nephew killed in the deep roads. Yet they let their arrogance blind them to the fact that we could help defend the city against the Darkspawn. Perhaps, though the thought of falling to cutthroats or dying of plague is hardly more comforting. But we don't have time for this now. Lesky must be waiting, and Barat won't like it if I'm late for my appointment. Stay out of trouble. I'll see you tonight. I'm supposed to be back.
About sodding time. I was starting to think I'd have to bust in and get an eyeful of that spicy sister of yours. Growl. You're just jealous because you want the majesty of Lesky for yourself, you shameless hussy. What do you say? Oh, at least I'd have something to eat. But as much as I'd love to keep chatting, we better get down to business. No such luck. Boss says we're out for a search and discipline. One of his smugglers is holding out on him. Name's Oskias, some surfacer. Barat got word that he's been selling shipments topside that never make it to Barat's ears down here. He wants us to find the router and see what goods he's holding back. You know, gold, lyrium, spices. Anything that Barat might cut someone's head off to get. All he told me is find him. Duster's got some family from the merchant caste. He's probably staying near their quarters. Well, if he is skimming, we kill him, of course. I mean, Barat doesn't let anyone swindle him and live. Bringing his head on a plate is completely optional, though. Poetry to my ears, Selraka.
Isn't it Selroka?
Spare Silver. My boy needs medicine. The docs say he won't wake without...
Stand back! I don't want to catch your diseases.
What?
When I went over there and got stuck, I was looking for my pants for work and they were here.
What are you doing here?
Have you heard? King's got a team of...
Great prices on all arms and armor. Like they were crafted by the paragons in front of it. Go back to your dirt pile, scum.
You...
See us without proof that Surfacer's dead. Barat won't want to see us without proof that Surfacer's dead.
This place is going to the nuts. The ancestors were smiling on my beds today. Another round.
I'm going to the provings later today, after I get good and drunk.
was saving that seat.
That's real thoughtful, Oscius. It's tiring work looking for you.
How do you know my name? Oh no, you're not from Barat, are you? Because that would be too much. I don't think I could handle. Look, I always been loyal to Barat. He's been good to my family. I know how much I owe him. I haven't. I wouldn't. I'm getting out of here. You two are mad. Barat knows I'd never betray him. I'll tell him myself.
You're not going anywhere. Could everyone who isn't about to die please turn around for a moment? This may be unpleasant. Thank you.
You can't do this. Help! Call the guardsmen! This is murder!
You two let me know if you need anything. I'll be in the back.
It's just a bunch of rocks. You're gonna kill me for that? No!
Let's get started. This should be easy enough.
What's the news?
Get this stuff back to Barat before he starts wondering what we've been doing.
The king is old. His rule won't hold much longer.
Prince Balin seems far more sympathetic to our interests than Trian.
Balin has some tastes of his own that he knows I can provide. We'll finish this later. It's about time you two showed up. What happened with Oscius? Some people are slow learners. You should have known. You don't lie to me. I can smell it. Did I make that clear? I thought I made that clear. Now, did you find out what I asked you for or not? That's all? I guess the Duster was smart enough to keep his main stash topside. And Oscius himself? Excellent. I'll send someone out to handle the cleanup. Not you, though. I have another job in mind for you. Not if you know what's healthy for you. This one, I want you invisible. The Warrior Cast is hosting a proving today. All the best fighters, last man standing, you know the sort of thing. They're showing off for some Grey Warden who's looking for candidates to drag off to a life of eternal glory. Now, it's not often we get every named fighter in Orzammar lined up like that. And I have certain acquaintances who take an interest in this sort of thing. There's a lot of coin to be made when people get the fever up. Favorite fighter's an officer named Minar, veteran of 4 Darkspawn campaigns. Avaird's a long shot. Just got back from a deep roads offensive. Some young buck who has all the drooling. I've got a lot of money riding on him. Mine and other people's. I expect to see that 8-to-1 pay off. Understand? The fight only gets announced to contestants themselves to prevent illegal gambling. So first, you'll have to find Avaired, see who he's fighting and when. When the name Minar comes up, I want you to slip this drug into the bastard's water. It'll slow his reflexes, just enough to take the edge off, not enough to show. But it wears off quickly, so don't use it until just before his fight. He should have an alcove for his pre-fight preparations. All the fighters are provided basins of water. If you're asking how to sneak in there, you're pretty much saying you're no good to me. He'll be in the fighters' quarters under the stands. You bet you will. Here's your best to get on the proving starts as soon as the clock strikes. And when I say I have coin on this, I'm not talking about some pittance, like the value of your life. If I don't see Averd's name on the winner's sheet, you'd better make sure I never see you or your sister ever again.
Turn around, Brand. No castless on the grounds. Looks legitimate. Go on through, then. But stay to the trenches. Grey Wardens don't need some eyesore getting between them and the fighters.
Sod it. He's stone drunk. He could draw a dead man for his bout and still lose. Barat's gonna kill us if we slip up on this. He's still mad about the time I accidentally told that barkeep Barat had demanded free ale delivered to my door. Hey, I just had an idea. That's much better than my idea. I was gonna say we should go up in the stands and start a rock slide, but you're brilliant. You'll be Averd. You'll go out in his armor, keep down the visor, and fight in his name. He wins, Barat wins, everybody wins. Except all the warrior caste braggarts you leave kissing dust. I, Sodding, love the way you think, my friend. I was afraid Barat was going to kill us. You've got a heart of steel, Salraka. Get in the armor.
Bout 3 is next. Officer Minar versus the warrior Averd. Fighters, report to the ring.
No more time. Make sure you have everything and go tell the proving guard you're ready to fight. And don't forget to keep your helmet down.
I want to take a nap, Mama. I'm tired. Love you.
Love you too. Whatever. Okay.
Stone met, Averd. I believe it is time for your bout. May fortune favor your fight, Averd. Are you ready? As you say.
This is a glory proving, fought under the watchful eyes of the paragons of Orzammar. For our honored guests, the Grey Warden. The warrior Averd, son of Galton, will fight Officer Minar, survivor of the battle at Tar Ellerin.
You honor me with this fight. May the stone show the boldest heart, the strongest arm. course.
The winner is Evan! A truly memorable fight. The young cadet vanquishes the wily veteran. Healer, see to his injuries. The warrior Evan, son of Golden, will fight last year's Journeyman Division champion, Adalvo, proven in glory before the stone.
You honor this fight. May we both win glory in the eyes of the world.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Let's get started. Right.
The winner is Evan! The ancestors have withdrawn their blessings and embraced a new champion on their field. The warrior Evan, son of Galton, will fight Lenka, Silent's sister in training. She has made her vows, but not completed her blooding. Will she be accepted into the legendary order? That will depend on her performance today. First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
This should be easy.
The winner is Evan! Lenka went to the stone without a sound, as befits her vows. But it wasn't hard to see the blood that was spilled. Everd will advance to the final bout to determine the true champion of the ring against... What? I'm out already? Hey! That's my armor! Who are you? How dare you disrupt this sacred...
Wait, I know that man. That's Everd. Then what imposter did I fight?
Remove your helmet, warrior, and let all who watch you see your face. You insult the very nature of this proving. Guards, take this filth away.
Hold your man, I pray you. This warrior has defeated the best you have to offer. Is that not what this proving is for?
We are honored by your presence, Warden. But this proving is not solely for you. There are laws which have governed this arena for 1,000 years. This woman is no warrior. She is casteless, rejected by the ancestors. Her very footsteps pollute the stone. She has no place here.
Except as your champion.
Are you awake yet? Psst. Can you hear me? How hard did they sodding hit you anyway? Did you have to put up such a fight? Oh, you did. And don't think they didn't show me their appreciation.
One of the guards recognized me and figured we must be working together. They burned 3 candles to the stump interrogating me about who put us up to this. I think they knew, about Barat.
You think I didn't look for a way out? Rika's not the only one in danger here. They could kill us. But
these cells are built straight into the wall. And they confiscated all my lockpicks. What's it look like on your side? You see any way out?
Good, you're awake. Barat will be glad to hear that. You caused a lot of trouble today. Barat lost 100 sovereigns for Lord Volney. The entire proving was declared invalid, and the Assembly already called for an investigation. You can't imagine the state Barat was in when he told me to get you. All he needs to know is that you exposed him before the entire warrior caste. Now they're asking questions, and as long as you have tongues to answer them, you're a threat. Enjoy your last night together. Sorry we had to put you in separate cells, or I'd suggest you have a last tumble. Barat will be by soon to make sure you maintain your silence.
Leave off with your noise. You're giving me a headache. What do you mean? Oh, you're probably just upset. I remember one time when Mistress Jarvia was mad at me. She didn't lock me up, but she yelled a lot. And she hit me on the head. But it was real nice of her not to kill me.
Finished. I sense something drawing near. This should be easy enough. All right, let's get started.
Stone, what do we do now? There's nowhere in Orzammar that Barat won't find us.
Done and done.
If we want to get away with this, we can't leave one man alive to tell Barat what we've done.
As you wish. Let's get started. Right. Right. Let's make this quick, shall we? As you wish. Let's get approaching. Here we go! As you wish. Right. As you wish. Let's get started.
I'm cutting the whore free. If that freak of a sister of hers can't stay in her place, I don't need precious Rika either.
Rika? That the one you got all done up in lace? I've been wanting to get my hands on that.
What you mean? She's yours if you want her, boys. And let me tell you, it tastes as good as it looks. What in sod all is that doing out of its cage? Come on, boys. The little whore needs to learn her place.
You're gonna regret being
On it.
born!
This should be good.
You're smashing so hard. Did you see him there all when we're done with you? And you just charged in and Sonic slaughtered him. You have to be the luckiest duster in Orzammar. Barat's dead, and we're standing here. Hail to the Sodding King! Oh, he was begging, all right. That look of utter surprise on his face when he tasted his own blood. That was as close to begging as Barat gets.
Well, he sure was talking like she's still alive. I won't turn down the chance to go take another peek. Hey, could you tell Rika I killed him? I mean, it doesn't do you any good if she thinks you're the most virile warrior in all the stone. An excellent point. Now let's go find somewhere to hide.
Seize the fugitives! Drop your weapons and walk down slowly. We will use force if you resist. He's dead? Barat had many enemies, but also powerful allies.
Barat would have butchered us if she hadn't killed him first.
Your friend has once again demonstrated her courage. We Grey Wardens travel far and wide in search of those with the potential to join our ranks. It seems I have found one. Let me make my offer formal. I, Duncan of the Grey Wardens, extend the invitation for you to join our order.
This woman is wanted for treason. You can't do this.
I can, and I am. It would mean traveling to the surface lands and thus leaving your people. But it does offer you the chance to strike a blow against the Darkspawn and the Blight. While it is no trick, it is a dangerous life. I can promise you no guarantee of safety. I can also give you nothing in return for these hazards. In joining me, you leave all you know behind. And I see your friend would like to speak to you as well. Why don't you see what they have to say before you give your final answer?
I couldn't believe it when Sir Duncan said he wanted to recruit you. I was ready to kill you when I heard what you did at the Proving. But it worked out for the best. Those are the rules of the Order. All wardens leave their families behind. Please don't hold yourself back because of me. I think, for the first time, Mother and I will be fine. I spent the afternoon with my new patron. If everything works out, maybe I can even greet you as an equal if you return. Yes, he calls me his Amber Rose. Isn't that sweet? He has a voice like poet. He has already promised to move Mother and me into better lodging, where he can find me more quickly when he wants me. I am. Truly. I could never make a life fighting Darkspawn. But if I can bear a son who makes his house proud, that's all I can ask. Go. Tell Duncan you're ready to be more than a horse, little sister.
Those guys must have seriously cracked your skull. You're not gonna turn down being a Grey Warden, are you? Go back and tell him yes before he comes to his senses.
I can't believe it. Dirty little duster.
Have you spoken with your friend and sister? Then before these witnesses, I hereby recruit you into the Grey Wardens. Know that you are most welcome. Before we brave the deep roads, I would like to make you a gift of this mace, since you have so few possessions of your own. It was once wielded by the Warden Forel Idukan. I believe he was related to your king. I know you will continue his proud example. Goodbye, my friends, and thank you for your hospitality.